In the last class, we have seen the definition of addition, scalar multiplication, the subtraction, diagonal entries, transpose, and conjugate transpose. So next up, we have this a rule for multiplication of matrices. Now, this is the definition what I have written here. Two matrices are compatible for multiplication if the number of columns in the first matrix is same as the number of rows in the second matrix. That is, the matrices A with the dimensions m cross n and another matrix B with the dimensions q cross p are compatible for multiplication in the order AB, not in the order BA. In the order AB, if and only if n is equal to q. Okay, so this number of columns over here in A must be same as number of rows in the second matrix. In that case, the product matrix AB will be of the order n cross p. Number of rows in A and number of columns of B. Number of rows in the first matrix, number of columns in the second matrix. And its ijth entry of the product matrix is given by this formula. K runs from 1 to n, Aik, Bkj. Okay, this one. I is running from, I is the row index of the product matrix. So that is running from 1 to m, and J is the column index for the product matrix, and that is running from 1 to p. Where A, the first matrix, first named matrix, is the entries are small aij. For the second named matrix B, the entries are bij, and the product matrix entries are given by Cij. Okay, so now this is the example. This is an example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is the order of this first matrix? 2 by 3, and this one is 3 by 2. So this is a 2 by 3 matrix. This is 3 by 2 matrix. So when we multiply them, then the resultant matrix, the product matrix, will be 2 cross 2. Here you see this is coming from here. A is m cross n matrix and B is q cross p matrix. So n is equal to q, and so that is true here. 3 is equal to 3 over here. Number of columns is 3 here. Number of rows is 3 here. So 3 is equal to 3. In that case, you can multiply them. Now, the product matrix will be the number of rows in this one times the number of columns in the second one. So number of rows in the first one is 2. Number of columns in the second one is also 2. So this resultant matrix is 2 cross 2. First entry, this entry is 1, 1 entry. Okay, in the product matrix, this entry is the 1, 1 entry. So 1, 1 entry means 1 will be the first one by the first row of the left matrix, and A1, 1. So that first one is given by will be giving this first row, and the second one will give you the first column. So then 1 into 1 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 5. That you write here. Now next, this entry is your 1, 2 entry in this product matrix. So 1, 2 entry will be given by the first row and the second column, 1 and 2. 1 is the row index, 2 is the column index. Row will be given by the left matrix, and the column will be given by the second matrix. So this will be 1 times 2 plus 2 times 4 plus 3 times 6. Next, we have got this entry over here. So this is 2, 1 entry. So 2, 1 entry, that means 2 is indicating the second row and 1 is indicating the first column. So 2, this is the second row and the first column. So 4 into 1, 5 into 3, 6 into 5. Then this is 2, 2 entry. That means second row and second column. 4 into 2, 5 into 4, 6 into 6. Then you get this one. Now I have shown another example over here to show with the given definition, to check with the given definition that whether this makes sense or not. Now here, this is also a 2 by 3 matrix. This is a 3 by 2 matrix. So the resultant matrix, the product matrix, will be a 2 by 2 matrix again. Now you see this entry will be this row into this column, this first entry. So this is A11, B11, A12, B21, A13, B31. Okay. This one will be first row, second column, A11, B12, A12, B22, and A13, B32. This one will be second row and first column, 2, 1 entry, A21 into B11, A22 into B21, A23 into B31. And here this one will be 2, 2 entry, so second row and second column, A21, B12, A22, B22, A23 times B32. Now, observe this thing carefully. So up to here, you are all familiar with everything. Now comes the definition part. Probably this definition you did not do in your schools. So now you check here in the first entry. So this is your 1 1 entry. This entry over here, this is your one, not this one. I want to highlight this one. Not being highlighted, I don't know why. This entry I'm talking about. So this entry is the 1 1 entry. Row index 1, column index 1. So this row index will be corresponding to the first row of the first matrix, the left matrix at the left. And this one over here, C11, this one over here will correspond to the column, first column of the right matrix, of the second matrix. Now, what is there in the middle? A1K, BK1. K is running from 1 to 3. Now you match this one with this thing, what you did just now. So you A11, B1. In this, all these terms, all these three terms over here, you see this one, the row index from A is remaining at 1. The column index of B is remaining at 1. What is changing is the column of A and the row of B, and they are changing together. So see A1 first row, here first column. In this next term, the first row, the first column. In this term, the first row and the first column. What is changing is the columns of A and the rows of B. Here you have first column of A, first row of B. Here you have second row of A, second column of B. Sorry, second column of A, second row of B. And here you have the third column of A and the third row of B. Okay, so they are changing together. So therefore, K is running from 1 to 3, A1, K, B, K1. This entire thing is your 1 1 entry. This is the definition of matrix multiplication. As we had definition of addition like this. Now let's check for once again another entry. So this one, this entry is 1 2 entry in the product matrix. So what will remain fixed is the first row of A and the second column of B. These two things will remain same. The rest will change. You see over here, A1, this one over here, this is remaining same. So this is the first row of A and this is the second column of B. See, 1 here and 2 here. Here 1 in the next term, 1 here, 2 here, 1 here, 2 here. So these things are remaining same. The first row of A is same, remaining same, and the second column of B is remaining same in the 1 to 8 entry of the product matrix. What is varying are the other things. So the columns of A and the rows of B corresponding to the first row of A and the second column of B, they are changing and they are changing together. So this is first column of A, first row of B, second column of A, second row of B, third column of A, third row of B, corresponding to the second column of B, corresponding to this first row of A. So that gives you K runs from 1 to 3, A1K, BK2. Now from here, you may realize that why we need to have the number of columns as same, a number of columns in the left matrix as the same as the number of rows in the second matrix, in the right matrix. Now here you see then the ij entry in general. Ij, for this case I is 2, j is 1. For this case I is 2, j is 2 and so on. So ij entry, it is given by summation k runs from 1 to n, aik, bkj. I and j are remaining same. This ith row of A and jth column of B, they are remaining same. What are changing are the columns of A and the rows of B, and they are changing simultaneously. From now on, the product of the matrices will be given in this way. This is the definition of multiplication of two matrices.